Assalamualaikum, I am Nazmin. Today I would like to talk a little bit about the concept or the definition of the operations management that reflects to some operational issues in FERCO, the company that we have chose. So basically, operations management is a branch of management that is concerned with the designing and controlling of production as well as redesigning business operations in the production of goods and services. So operation management ensures that business operations are efficient in the sense that it uses a few resources as needed. It also ensures that business operations are effective in meeting customer requirements. The most importantly, it is concerned with processes that involve a conversion of inputs into outputs in the form of goods and services. So in my view, operations management is based on some principles that guide operations in any organization, including the principles of inventory management, operation planning, manufacturing management, distribution and logistics, and also managing operations. So all these principles should be followed strictly for the success of any organization. Operation management is key to an organization and is how the business creates and delivers their services and products. So operations management can cause some issues in FERCO if these issues are not carefully resolved. So I would like to highlight also one of the issue in FERCO, which is the supply chain management. So for your information, supply chain management is a process which deal and run the whole organization function, and the flow of the good is dependent upon the supply chain, that how to use the raw material and process it, and the main thing how much produce for the delivery of the goods. So the supply chain is one of the important things in the business, because if the supply chain is smooth and has no problem between the processes, the business can be successful because they can deliver the products to the customers within customers' expectation.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Akila. I'm going to talk further on the background and objective of the study. And then next part, I will also list out the problem statement of the research study. So the purpose of the study is to analyze the operational issues occurring in any business organization. So we have selected FERCO seating to be our subject in this group project. Furco Seating is a well-established and leading public seating manufacturer based in Malaysia, having clientele from all over the world, supplying seats for cinemas, auditoriums, educations, and stadiums. And the manufacturing industry is estimated to keep growing in the next couple of years, despite all the obstacles and challenges, especially looking at the current economic condition now. Other than these external challenges, there are also multiple internal issues that the manufacturing industry is facing on their day-to-day operation. So, after a few data obtained from an interview with the key operation personnel in FERCO, we have identified few operational issues that has become a limitation in the performance of the company. Here's some of it is quality management. Quality is seen as a responsibility of the quality department only. So this perception and way of thinking could jeopardize the company performances, as quality should be every employee's responsibilities at all level, be it at the executive levels or at the management level. Next is in effective communications. There are multiple communication barriers that can be identified in Verco's operation. So some of the barriers is overloaded information. This technical barrier regularly occur during peak period. Information is overloaded and has caused faulty planning and eventually will delay the production lead time. Next is interdepartment communication breakdown. So in Ferco, there is this silo mentality. The company culture this is not a good company culture where information is being kept within certain department and there is no transparency in between departments. Next is communication breakdown between main factory and OEM. So Ferco owns two manufacturing plants in Malaysia, which is in Shah Alam factory and also Kampung Subang. But then to cater to the demands in the market, Ferco is also engaging with an OEM partner in China, which is Baodin Falcon. So they are producing goods on behalf of Ferco. But then sometimes there will be a communication breakdown where they are producing goods that are not as per the specifications and are not as per the standard. Next, supplier capabilities. Being a medium-sized enterprise, there is a limitation on the supplier option. There is not much supplier available in the market to cater to the business raw material order, which is generally not large and quite seasonal. So this has reduced the business operation flexibility in all sort of area in terms of quality, cost, and also time. Next is just-in-time production. Perco do not keep their raw material in their inventory. So even though there is a cost benefit on this, there is also a limitation in terms of raw material lead time. Sometimes it is quite hard to anticipate lead time of raw material, and the timeliness of raw material is normally a bottleneck issue in completing an order. Next is non-standard parts. There is lacking in standardization in parts, too much variation of parts. Every SIP models will use different parts, and therefore this could reduce the purchasing leverage on costing and lead time. Lastly is business sustainability. Sustainability is an important aspect in all businesses across all industries. So companies should embrace sustainability to ensure stability in long term and to remain competitive. So what we can observe is Ferco is lacking in terms of environmental sustainability and also economic sustainability. They have less consciousness of environmental management, especially in terms of raw material use and waste management. And then in terms of economic sustainability, they are relying too much on the cinema sector, which is 70% of their revenue is contributed by cinema sectors. They have neglected all other sectors like educations, auditoriums, and stadiums. So this could be a risk to the business, as you can see now. There is after the current COVID situation, cinema operators is actually closed and they cannot operate, and there's no cash flow, there's no revenue for them, and this cinema operators is all struggling to survive, and they even have a threat of bankruptcy. So this situation is directly impacting Ferco's businesses as well in terms of sustainability. That's all. Thank you.
So in this group project, the research are being conducted by three methods: interview, site visit, and secondary data. So we have been carried out an interview with their manager in business of operation in order for us to get all the information that related to their business management. So after we done with the interview season, we then move to their factory for the site visit. The site visit is important along with the method of data collection. So the last one will be the secondary data. Secondary data is a type of research that has already been complied or published by others. For example, we use a internet website, Google Scholar, and some brochure and article.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadia. Okay, I would like to proceed with my part, which is recommendations. Okay, we have 4 recommendations for Verco Sitting Sdn Bhd, which is first by increase a quality of management, second is by providing training to all level of staff, third is by solving a communications barrier in a workplace, and fourth is by promoting a sustainability in a workplace. Okay, we will go one by one. Okay, first is by increasing quality of management, which is by encourage open communications. Manager has to lead by examples, which is by promoting direct and honest communications, by having open door policies so that employees can come if they have any issues. Okay, next by engage in active listenings, which is by promoting a two-way communications between the managers and also the employees. Next is by encourage the staff to share their needs so that managers knows what employees needs and wants to complete their works. Okay, next I will proceed to the providing training to all level of staff. Okay, especially regarding products of companies. Trainings might be costings to some of the companies, but it is a good investment for the company itself if they provide a product knowledge to all level of staff. Okay, this can increase employee knowledge about the products. Okay, next, the third recommendations is by solving communications barrier in a workplace. Okay, employers have to establish clear expectations from their staff so that miscommunications will less likely to occur, and also by providing a clear objective and to show them how to meet the objective given. Next is by build a team atmosphere. Team buildings can help to break communications barrier, which is it enables employees to find a new way for working better. Okay, other than that, conflict also is one of the communications barrier, which is the employers needs to resolve conflicts effectively. Because we know conflicts is unavoidable in a workplace. If a breakdown of communications is because of conflicts, managers or the employer should strive to diffuse it quickly and effectively. Okay, last but not least, for the recommendations part is by promoting a sustainability in a workplace, which is the managers or the managements of the company should be intentional about the sustainability, which is they should inform their employees. They also can develop recycling programs, which is by use a less paper and save the electricity and many more. Then the critical part in sustainability, the management should develop a sustainability work policy in a workplace. Okay, that's all from my part, which is recommendations. So it can be concluded that Verco also have issues in operation management, but how they tackle and solve the problem is what matter most. They need to solve the problem in operation management so that they can ensure they are competitive in industry. Thank you.